why I think libraries are the ultimate homeschooling hack. Let's talk about it. Today is one of those days when all of my three kids are up, and we are going to try to make this video as quick as possible. To give you some context, this video is part of a 100 days of daily YouTube posting series that I decided to start, and we are almost at the halfway mark. Can you believe it? Almost 50 days of showing up daily talking about homeschooling and my life as a content creator mom and Reno living and my book romanticy book passion and travel loving and all the things. So if you resonate with any of this, go take a peek at my other videos. There's all sorts of fun things you can watch. And if you would like to see through the end of this challenge with me, make sure to subscribe so I don't feel too alone doing this. Now, libraries. So I think this video, if you haven't considered libraries as a homeschooling support, I hope this video changes your mind. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of reasons why I think they are fantastic and why we love them. But more so, how they can help you with your kids' homeschooling education. Now, the first thing is the obvious one, which is free books. Like, as someone who came from a country like Ecuador, where there are public libraries, but not nearly as packed with books as the ones here in the US, I really value just how easy you can access massive amounts of books in so many different topics. It's insane. And the fact that and I know this is like, if I'm not mistaken, everywhere in the US, you have access to multiple libraries. For example, here I live in Reno, so I have access to like 6 or 7 libraries, and all driving distance, and they all have different books, and I have access to all of these books, and I can grab as many as I want. So we're usually bringing home between 20 and 30 books every single time. So we always have a gigantic stack of books and we read every day. And although most of the books that we get are around stories, we also get a lot of books that are about learning. Like right now we have a book that's all about food and what different kids eat in different parts of the world. So it's kind of learning about foods, but also learning about geography and culture and just the world. And it's fantastic to have access to these incredible tools, the beauty that are books. And as a bilingual family, it is also awesome that we can get books in English, but also in Spanish. So that's pretty neat. The next thing that we really like about libraries is that all of them, at least all of them where we've been to, have a kids area. And the ones here in Reno are pretty cool. We really like the downtown Reno one and the Sierra View one. They are packed with kids activities. So are you kidding me? I can bring my kids to the library. I can reset. I can read myself, and my kids can be playing for hours, hours, because there's just so many things in there, from like regular toys, but also little stations where they can do some art. Like yesterday, we were at the downtown Reno library, and they had Play-Doh stations and painting stations with these markers that are like dot markers. And my kids, I kid you not, were painting for at least 45 minutes. They haven't even touched a toy yet, and it felt great. Um, some of them also have puzzles and games. Like my daughter likes playing chess. So it's incredible. It's incredible to have a place where you can bring your kids, and it's not necessarily a playground, and you don't have to necessarily be playing with them. So it's a great thing if you need a little break, And I think as a homeschooling family, it's awesome to be able to expose your kids to these environments when they're where there are other kids they can play with and other people and other sorts of activities that they don't get to do at home with you, and we love it. Now the next thing that we really, really like about libraries. And this is something that I started doing maybe around 2 months ago here in Reno because it required a little bit of organization. But the activities that they have, the calendar of events is incredible. They like this is probably one of the things that help us the most with our homeschooling curriculum. So I believe this is happening in every library in the US. But if you go into the libraries, the library website, you are going to find a calendar of events, and you're going to see all sorts of activities happening in all the libraries, organized by date and by time. And then when you tap on it, you're going to see where it's happening and what exactly it is. And we've been joining some really fun STEM activities at one of the libraries, and my kids have been doing all sorts of things, like from planting seeds and growing onion plants to doing like a fun clay and fossils activity. What else have we done? We learned about flowers one day, and they got to cut all the pieces and put them together. So all of these activities are free, and they are organized by the libraries, and someone is leading the thing. So it's fantastic for introducing learning from other people, and in our case learning in another language, because we homeschool in Spanish, and even though I do teach English to them as a second language, it's different when they are learning something different from someone who only speaks English. So I love exposing my kids to these activities, and they happen every week. Some of them are like ongoing series, like the STEM one that we go to. Every week there's a different theme, but they're all STEM activities. And it's incredible. And the kids get to do this stuff, and they get to learn things, and they want to come back. And honestly, if you haven't checked this out, definitely do it. Definitely add it to your calendar, and maybe add it to your homeschooling curriculum, because it is a brilliant tool to use. The next one, and this is probably the one that we used the very first time we started going to libraries with my kids, and it is story time. Story time is a fun time. We haven't been to any story times here in Reno, but every library has story time. Some of them do once a week, and it's repetitive, so the same day every week. And bigger branches have multiple story times. They divide them by age. And some of them, like here in Reno, I know the Sparks location has a bilingual Spanish and English story time, which we haven't been to yet, but we definitely plan on going. And what this is usually around 30 minutes, and someone in the library grabs a bunch of books. They are usually within a specific theme, and they just read them out loud for the kids. And they have like little dancing and singing in between. And most of them also have like a playtime at the end, which is really fun as well. If you have smaller kids, I think this is going to be something super fun to try with them. I know for sure I was going every single week when my oldest was around 4, 5. The older she got, the more we started picking other activities. But we plan to go back now that I have a 2 year old and a 5 year old. I think they're really going to like that. So definitely check those out. If your kids love books, if you love reading to them, I think it's going to be fun to have them on in an environment where someone else reads the books and you all get to read along. The last reason why we absolutely love libraries and we think they are a homeschooling hack is that you don't get access to only one. And I briefly mentioned this. And it's awesome because it's like everything I said just multiplied, because you don't only have one library you get access to. Most cities work with county libraries, so you have multiple branches you can go to, and when one's closed, maybe you can head to the other. Maybe you like the activities on one, but you like story time on the other. So I think this is really, really cool and fun. And if you were considering libraries for only one of the things, say free books, but you hadn't checked out all of the other things that you could do, I hope this video inspires you We love books, we love libraries. We are so grateful that places like libraries exist where you can literally just go, get a card in like 15 minutes, and then you just have access to this massive world of resources. Even like reading challenges, events. There's also, oh, we even went to like a Star Wars event for May the 4th be with you. And this happened at a library. So there's always fun stuff happening all year at local libraries. So I want to encourage you to check those out, add these activities to your homeschooling routine, and let me know what's your favorite library, what you love doing at the library, if you already use them as part of your homeschooling. And let's start a conversation. I will be making more videos about homeschooling, about my experience as a content creator mom, how I partner with brands, romantasy book suggestions, fun bookish things, and even tips on traveling with kids and adventures that I have with my family here in Reno. So if you are interested in any of this, I would love to see you join my channel. And that's it. That's all I have for today. I will see you tomorrow on the next video.